Steven Tyler was 25 years old, and he met the plaintiff. She was 16. He was 25. She was 16. He started dating her. They started having sex. He then moved to Boston in 1974. And they kept going out. They kept dating. I mean, they were living together. And then he became her legal guardian, that he had her mom sign something saying, yeah, Steven Tyler is the legal guardian of my daughter Julia. There's kind of conflicting stories about why he had her, why he did that. He said it was so that she can go to high school in Boston. And then she got pregnant when she was 17. When she got pregnant, he's going to be the dad of her baby, and he's her legal guardian. When he was away on tour, there was a fire in the apartment, okay, like in the apartment building in Boston. Nothing that she started, no one knows that she started it or anything like that. It was just some sort of fire. And thankfully she was okay. There was, but she had like a lot of smoke inhalation. And then it was kind of funny. She says in her story, this was in a story that she wrote a long time ago. She said during the fire, she remembered a Bill Cosby commercial of all things. And in that commercial, it was kind of the don't get burned or something, and in that Bill Cosby commercial, there was like if there's a fire, like drop to the ground, because then the smoke on the ground is a little clearer than the smoke up top. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. So then, so she was okay, but she was injured, she had some smoke inhalation injuries and everything. Then she woke up in a hospital. Now we're in 1975. Okay. She woke up in a hospital, a Catholic hospital in Boston. And, so she was out for a few days. And then when she woke up, he had come back to see her. And she's still pregnant, right? According to her, the doctor said that the baby is fine. They did the heartbeat and this, that, and they said that the baby is fine. Okay. According to him, he said, and I don't believe this. I mean, I believe it, but it's crazy to know that he wrote books about this. Like he wrote memoirs and autobiographies, and he mentions all of this. And, so that's like, it's not even that any of this is going to be disputed, all right, or a lot of it won't be disputed, but there'll be some things that'll be disputed. So she said that, the doctor said the baby's fine. He said that the doctor said, well, if there was smoke, in her lungs and everything, then the baby could, even though the baby has a heartbeat and everything, the baby could be harmed. All right. And nonetheless, she ended up, according to her, he kind of convinced her or coerced her. She uses the word coerced her to get an abortion. And then she had to leave that hospital because they wouldn't do it at the Catholic hospital in Boston. So she had to leave that hospital, go to some other place, and he signed for her and everything because he's her legal guardian, right? So she gets an abortion, and it was after that then she leaves Boston and he left her alone, and then they went their separate ways, okay? Why did this? Okay, get this. She had then, she met someone. She became married. She had kids of her own, and then she was deeply devoted to the Catholic Church, and she had a life going on and everything. And what brought her back to all of this was he kept writing about it. And, like, whoa, dude, what is up? Like, he kept writing about it. And in one of the books, he mentions her name. Okay, so what happened was she didn't even know about this until she was at a grocery store and she saw a photograph of herself in a tabloid after one of the books he wrote. And so and then she explains it in this lawsuit. Like she kind of wanted to move on and get this, bury this chapter. No pun intended. Bury this chapter, right? Until like he kept mentioning it, and people then came to her because her picture's in the tabloid. It's obviously very popular. This is Aerosmith, right? So, she has to then explain it to her husband, to her kids, to her church, to her friends. And so it's just, I love the terminology they use. Involuntary infamy. I've never heard that. Have you ever heard that before? involuntary infamy. Okay, so she didn't bring the infamy on herself. She wanted to keep, everything like out of the spotlight, and he brought her into the spotlight. Okay, keep the comments coming. Pew.